Hi guys from the beautiful grounds of Churchill College, long time no see. I wanted to film this video on this beautiful Thursday morning to compel you to think about the consequences and what the assisted dying bill happening tomorrow might mean for you and for the UK and for the world, and what you can do to be educating yourself. So the reason why I think we should all be concerned about this is partly from my own experiences as a medical student over the last couple of months. As you may or may not know, I've started my clinical school years, so I've just started being on hospital quite a lot of the time and seeing patients. Now every day we're kind of exposed to suffering. We're exposed to people who have cancer, who are young and are dying, and who are old and are dying, who are very old and are dying. And what's most struck me over the last couple of months, even like not doing this for a very long time at all, is how people love life. They love talking to me about their children, about what they've done in life, about what they have to look forward to, even when they're very ill. And I love doing things like giving them a cup of water, taking their blood, those small human touches, holding their hand whilst they're having a procedure done. It's so beautiful how people are so different, and how most people clearly really value their lives and really want to live. Another thing that I know, so this assisted dying bill, is that when people have under 6 months to live, they can, within certain restrictions, be offered a lethal dose to end their lives prematurely. Now this is different to rejecting treatment or anything like that. It's actively choosing to end your life. And one thing is that I've noticed more is that doctors are very much flawed people. We don't know the answers to everything. I mean, I'm not a doctor yet, but I know when I'm a doctor, if I become a doctor, I'll be Googling a lot of things. I will make mistakes, inevitably. I don't think there is one doctor who hasn't made a mistake in their whole lives. And I think people can make mistakes, but how long dying people have left to live? Because in reality we're all slowly dying, aren't we? Like, we're slowly dying. It might take some of us 80 years, it might take some of us 1 year, it might take some of us 6 months, but I don't think another human can accurately decide sometimes about how long left someone else has to live. I also think another thing is that there are compassionate reasons on both sides. The reason why this bill was proposed is to reduce the suffering of people who might not want to suffer anymore. But I do think that is the minority, and the majority of people will just receive worse palliative care, because palliative care, so end of life treatment, is very good. It mostly relieves pain and suffering and gives people more time to live free of pain, but it's very underfunded in the UK. And a Mary Curie report from last year has said how the system is broken, how people are dying still in pain, going to A&E a lot of times, and basically just are neglected by the system because of the underfunding, because of the lack of space. And I think if this bill is passed, that will just make matters worse, and people will instead be offered a lethal injection, essentially being implied that, look, your life isn't as worth living as someone who is dying more slowly than you are. And I think that is very scary and detrimental, and can lead to huge further downstream consequences that we might not even know of. Like, I mean, look at Canada. People with depression, with PTSD are being offered essentially assisted suicide, and I just don't want to live in a society where that is the case, where people essentially give up on life, even though hundreds, thousands of people with depression end up recovering, even though people have legitimate reasons and desires to die. I mean, we see in the Bible how strong figures of faith like King David wanted to die, and he wasn't just saying that he wanted to die, but I think in order to be the most compassionate, to uphold the qualities of the UK as a country that protects the vulnerable, I think I am against this bill to protect the vulnerable and to make sure that people aren't pressured to end their lives, that people know that their lives are precious. And as people made in the image of God, we have a duty to look out for others and to advocate for them, especially the people who don't have a voice. And that's why I compel you to have a good think about this, to look at the resources I'll link below in this video. But thanks for watching, and I hope I will be able to update you on my clinical school life more in the future. Bye.